5,
4, 3, 2, 1. And wipe up on pre-show
Coming up,
A.
a van in Toronto strikes a crowded sidewalk, killing 9 and injuring 16. We hear from witnesses.
And flare to B.
USC custodians finally settle on a contract with their employer. More on the agreement next.
And flare to C.
And a new affordable housing proposal would allow LA leaders to stabilize the rent of some properties. We'll get reaction from both sides of the rent control issue.
And take 2.
Annenberg TV News is next.
And show open, come back in 15.
Live from USC, you're watching Annenberg TV News.
Looks good. The big thing.
And stop.
I couldn't believe what I seen, man. It was like, oh man, everybody, all these people on the streets getting hit one by one. Post office box getting crumbled up on people.
Cute.
A van plowed into a crowd of people in Toronto this afternoon, killing 9. Then the driver took off. Canadian authorities say that driver is now in custody and his van has been found. Good evening, I'm Lauren Floyd.
And I'm Addie
Video
Stafford.
coming up.
The driver has been identified as 25-year-old Alec Manazian. Witnesses say he repeatedly drove his rented van onto the sidewalk to run over pedestrians.
And take BO.
Witnesses say it all happened around 1:30.
Locator
The driver
in.
was heading south on Yonge Street when he drove a rented
Sot's
van
coming
into
up.
the crowd at about 40 miles per hour.
And take SOT.
I saw the van hit a man walking through the intersection. It was a green light, and he actually rolled into the road. So at that point, I ran into the middle of the road and I stopped all the cars, and then
5.
just pandemonium.
Come back on
It was
3.
just everyone was going crazy.
Police say they don't know what the
Going to
driver's
1
motive
next on
was,
Fox.
but they are looking at surveillance video and listening to more witnesses as they investigate.
And take 1.
The man suspected of killing 4 people at a Nashville, Tennessee Waffle House is now in custody.
And take BO.
Police arrested 29-year-old Travis Reinking this morning. Officials say Reinking killed 4 people
locator
yesterday
in.
at the Waffle House before fleeing on foot. This arrest is not the suspect's first encounter with the law. Police reports show a history of mental health concerns and legal violations.
And take NCG.
Less than a year ago, Reinking was charged with trespassing after crossing a White House barrier to meet President Trump. After that, police seized 3 rifles and a handgun from Reinking and handed them over to his father for safety. The weapons,
Come back
including
on
the
1 after
AR-15
this.
used yesterday, ended up back in Reinking's possession. He was also suspected, of stealing a BMW last week.
And back on 1.
29-year-old James Shaw Jr. tackled Reinking inside the restaurant and wrestled the gun away from him. Officials say if it weren't for Shaw's brave actions, more lives may have been lost.
And take SOT.
His gun either got jammed or he was trying to reload. Not exactly sure, but I saw my opportunity in my window. People said I saved a bunch
Come
of
back
lives,
on 1.
but there's still, people that died, so it still kind of hurts. And I saw those people, so.
A tip led police to finding
Going to
Reinking
3
in
next.
a wooded area near his
Pan a little
apartment
left on
after a
3.
day-long search. Authorities say he was
Nice.
armed with a
That's good.
semi-automatic and ammunition when they found him.
And take 3.
Former President H.W. Bush is in the hospital after contracting an infection that has spread
Nope.
to his blood. Bush was taken to the Houston Methodist Hospital yesterday after attending a Saturday's funeral service for his wife. The former president is reportedly responding to treatment.
And we're staying here.
Today, the FCC's new proposal for internet oversight goes into effect. One more vote by the Office of Management and Budget could mean the end of net neutrality. Students on campus are concerned about the impact of the new law.
And take SOT.
Smaller businesses or even just smaller blogs and stuff like that won't
I'm riding it best I can.
compete with people that are able to pay for their stuff to be downloaded faster. I think that would be better.
I think that's important to everyone gets the right information and doesn't have to pay to use certain sites that everyone should have a right to use.
The end of net neutrality could give internet companies the right to charge businesses a fee for faster speeds. This not only gives larger, more profitable companies an advantage over startups, but bigger businesses could make consumers pay more for internet services. We spoke with Professor Michael Overling about what it could mean for the future of the internet.
And take SOT.
The fear is
Bugs
that you
back.
will see throttling. The fear is that you will see tiered internet. The fear is that you're going
back
to
on
have
camera 3
a
next.
much worse internet experience than you have had over the past 6, 7, 8 years, at least since the Obama
if we get the
administration.
Skype all queue,
I think that these are real strong arguments why young people in particular need to start talking to their congressmen. They need to write to the president. They need to write to the FCC. They need to tell people that they want this to be free, that they want to have access, and they don't want to be in a place where it is throttled back, or where they have to pay for higher tiers of service in order to get the same type of service that they have today.
There is no word yet from the OMB about when the vote to officially end net neutrality will take place. But if approved, the new law will slowly be implemented over time.
And turn 2.
Social media has taken on a new role under President Donald Trump.
Our political correspondent Kaylee Wells brings us some analysis from here on campus. Kaylee?
Cue Kaylee.
Thanks, Lauren and Addie. The most recent controversial tweet from the president accused NBC journalist Chuck Todd of reporting fake news on negotiations with North Korea. In it, President Trump called Todd sleepy eyes. Today, Todd came to Annenberg and said that social media has changed the political game.
Read the script. Read the script.
Todd said that President Donald Trump's freedom to communicate through social media is unprecedented, and in many ways affords him more power than his predecessors. And in general, Todd says social media creates new expectations of instant results and constant connection. And Gen Zers are leading the shift.
And takes off.
You just have had more incoming information. You're just better informed. You know, you may be,
and brought in a super.
I might argue you may be informed the wrong way, in different way. Who knows, right? I don't know specific. But the point is that you certainly have access to more information than previous
runs 40,
did, and that is going to, I think, mean you're faster to be activists. You're going to be faster. You're also going to expect change to take place faster because you've seen change happen quickly on social media. Social media protests today.
10 seconds.
Results the next day. Oh, that person's off the air. That person's been fired. So there's this expectation of instant results. I think that will put some interesting pressure on our political system.
Cute.
Todd also warned that regulations are overdue for our unchecked social media use. He says society will have to self-regulate rather than rely on the government. Back to you, Addie.
And take 3.
USC custodians and their subcontractor Aramark have finally come to terms for a new contract after months of protesting and negotiations.
And take full screen.
The two sides have agreed on a $2.35 hourly raise over 3 years. Their out-of-pocket contribution for health insurance cost will decrease 0.25% to 6.75%, and all employees will be given $35 towards a new pair of work shoes.
I feel very happy and content because we won after a lot of fighting and we wanted a better life for our families. We are very, very happy.
Your mics are hot.
I believe that we could do it because we persevered.
The wage increase comes out to 55 cents an hour over the next 3 years, retroactive to April 1st.
All right, go to camera 1 next.
This is the union's highest hourly wage increase in a contract.
And take 1.
Mayor Garcetti and
other coming up. Anything crazy about this, Maddie?
Statewide affordable housing measure.
Anything crazy about your lower thirds?
Madeline Otterly spoke to LA residents on both sides of the issue.
Housing is a human right, and to defend it, we will fight.
Renters and city leaders announced today they've gathered enough signatures to put a statewide affordable housing
We're good from here on out.
Ballot.
Okay.
The rents are too damn high, and we need local control to solve the problem.
Now in Los Angeles, a law prevents the city from applying rent stabilization laws to buildings built after 1978.
Next after
this proposed act would allow city leaders to decide. The affordable housing proposal will be decided by California voters in November. For Annenberg Media, I'm Madeline Otterly.
Q.
LA students met up with the city's mayor to talk about sustainability. We hear from the students looking to make a change.
And we're taking don't talk.
I'm here in front of Bovard Auditorium for USC's To Me Tank 2018. More on what that is coming up next.